Okay then, so obviously you've not been backstage at X Factor as I thought you had, so sorry about that. But
okay.
You must have heard a bit about this, like lots of reports at the moment about them not getting on, a bit of Misha apparently bullying some of them. Have you heard any of this?
I think we haven't really heard anything about it, but I think X Factor's like, it's a really difficult competition, and with everyone being the same sort of situation. With our year, we kind of all banded together a little bit, but I suppose, you know, everyone was kind of just going through the same things every week, so we kind of all just made great friends with everyone, whereas this year it doesn't appear to be that way a little bit.
And it's early days, too.
Yeah, it is early days, and I think people are just getting used to each other, you know, that sort of thing. So, I mean, it's like being thrown in a new school. I mean, we found that being in a band and thrown together, so it must be difficult when everyone's your competition. But, you know, I mean, you just got to enjoy it more than anything, not take it too seriously, I suppose, and just have a little bit of fun with it.
I think it's unfair to judge the contestants, you know, just on what's in the press at the moment, because although the press have been fantastic to us, also there was a few quite funny stories around the show. For example, one week apparently Wagner headbutted Harry, which, you know,
and apparently you were bit by a shark.
Apparently I was bit by a shark. So there is some, you know, stories that I think maybe are taken out of proportion. So I think it's really unfair if we were to say either way.
So were you bitten by a shark?
No, I wasn't. I was stung by a sea urchin.
It's not as heroic. So just go with the fact that you were bitten by a shark.
Well, I fought off 2 sharks. I don't like to go on about it.
Yeah, that's much more impressive.
I'm serious.
And Gary at the moment's been saying that he thinks Louis has been making his act worse. Would you agree with that?
Well, I think Louis gets in the same situation every year where he's kind of, you know, he's having a little. Well, I don't know actually. How would you put it?
Right, I wouldn't say so. I think Louis got a very unique way of mentoring his acts, and to be honest, he's on the X Factor. People don't think so, but he's actually got a good track record. I mean, the people who have come out of the show, you know, you've got JLS and Jedward, and they both, you know, still going now. So I don't think you can.
Well, I think you can
really argue with that.
Yeah, what you can say about Louis is he kind of puts his acts more as performers a little bit.
Thanks,
I think.
Man.
So talking about Louis, man.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So no, I think he kind of puts his acts a little bit more performers. Like he's often seen on the show as like a little bit of a gag that he gets the acts that some people might not take so seriously. So I think he just tries to go and show that, you know, everyone's got talent.
Yeah. And do you reckon that the show's worse this year without having Simon Cowell on it?
I don't think so. I think it's different, but I wouldn't say that it was worse. You know, the new judging panel really freshens it up like a lot. It's a lot different. But I think they're great. They gel well together. I think it's good to watch.
I think it's a different show this year. I think to a degree there's maybe a little less drama, maybe, and it's more. I think it's more music based than it's ever been this year. Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
Fair enough.
I think it was we all said as well. It was really different to see like how the kind of edge of the show's changed a little bit with like people like Talisa on there and Cher Lloyd as well. That, you know, there hasn't really been a rapper on there before, and Professor Green got to perform last night, so that was really interesting to see. I mean, we were talking about it earlier on, weren't we? The fact that there's never really been a rapper to perform on the show, so he must be like one of the first.
I tell you one big change actually that's really easy to notice is the production behind the acts have really upped its game this year. Like even something as small as the screens behind them, but not just that. It's almost like you're at a musical. Like, it's even that kind of production.
Even the dancers and everything. Like when I was watching it, obviously this weekend, I felt like every act looked like they were like a visiting act that had come to perform with their own production. Every production was so different, and it doesn't actually look like it's contestants performing. It looks like somebody's come to visit the show and they've got this big production.
It's almost like you're going to watch the X Factor tour. It's that kind of production.
It's really cool.
Tour production.
And do you think that's better, that they're just getting it bigger and bigger, or do you think that it's just like overkill?
I think this is what they've been trying to get at for over the last few series. They've been trying to build to where they are now, and they're calling it the new generation, the next generation, and
I think it's good because it kind of gives you an idea of the artist that the contestant's going to be when they come off, and like if you kind of get an idea of what they look like with the production, then you kind of know what kind of artist they'll be when they come off the show. So it's a good guideline, I think, to set for the contestants.
I think it really separates.
Sorry, go on, you go.
I think it really separates the stars as well, because it kind of puts the acts in the kind of situation, like you say, that they would be when they come off the show. And, you know, some of them step up to it, some of them don't.
And I think this year as well, I think they've shown a lot of the judges kind of being with the contestants a lot. And I think the judges of this year are very, very for the contestants, which I think is really, really nice.
Spend a lot of time in the house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
although Louis did obviously have to choose between two of his acts, Sammy and Kitty, and he made that decision to get rid of one of them. Do you think he was right in choosing himself?
It must be really hard. He's had to do that quite a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Before.
But I think it's
personally, if I was Louis, I would have chose to save Kitty, because although she's controversial, I think her voice on that sing-off was absolutely fantastic. Like, gave us shivers. We were like, thought she was amazing.
Oh, cool. And obviously you guys know what it's been like, you know, you've like been massively like catapulted into fame and stuff. Have you got any maybe like dating advice for the current contestants, like maybe Frankie?
And he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think...
I don't think he needs any advice from us. I think he's got it on.
I think he's got his game face
That's
on already.
And if not, he's got Gary, so he's all sorted out. He's all good.
Yeah. What about Rhythmics? Do you reckon that...
They are sick. Love them.
I think they're really good.
Really good.
Really
Nah, you fancy one of them, don't you?
Yeah, I do, the blonde one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can't remember her name.
I thought it was the other one that you fancied.
Who?
Now fancies them all.
Which
No,
ones
no,
did it?
no,
There's
no.
4 of them.
Now fancies them all, he
Fancy
told
the
me.
blonde.
No, I don't.
What's that?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry.
And do you guys watch Glee as well?
I actually
Do you ever
haven't
wonder
watched Glee. I
what-
don't know when I missed. I don't know if I missed out a little bit. But I know. You know what the funniest thing about Glee is, you know, a lot of older people that watch Glee. Actually, there's a few people I know who are quite a little bit hooked on Glee. So I'm getting a little bit happy about that.
You're not the only one.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Do you watch Glee? I mean,
I do, but I've lost track a little bit. I was watching
Yeah, me
it
too.
late at the beginning, now I've kind of
Yeah.
lost track.
That's why I don't
I
get
don't remember
interested.
they were going to cover our song.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be
Yes.
amazing.
What song might they cover of yours?
Probably.
What makes
The only
you
one
feel
we've got out.
Would you mind if they covered that?
No.
I mean, it's
No.
really interesting to see. Like, we've had a
That's
cover actually
fine.
from a group called Boyce Avenue, who Louis used to be
A
still
cover
is
band, yeah.
a huge fan of. So it's like it's really interesting to see what people come out with in their ring covers, and it's a bit different, and it's like really surreal to see your song. Like, you see a lot of fans and stuff doing covers. And it's always really nice to look
So
at.
like when you're a kid, you always want to be an artist. You always want to see like, because you look up covers on YouTube all the time. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
know
were
what I
doing
mean?
it the other day in the studio.
Yeah, exactly. And then you go on YouTube and you see your own song being covered. It's so
So
surreal.
weird, yeah.
Would you maybe like Mr. Schuster to sing it?
Would you like Mr. Schuster to sing it?
I would say no. but
She's
you know.
going red.
I think you'd like Mr. Schuster to sing it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What was I going to say? And I've heard as well, like, that I think Simon would love you to crack the US. Do you think being on something like Glee would massively help with that?
Yeah, I think.
yeah.
It must be one of the biggest shows in America, Glee, right?
Every
so-
little helps.
I think, you know, if our song was to get covered, sorry, I think if our song was to get covered on it, you know, it'd be a massive platform for us in
Yeah.
America. It'd be amazing.
Are you looking at America at the moment, or are you just sticking to British
Well, I think
soil?
we've got a lot to kind of
Get
do over
to
here at the
grips
moment.
with,
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, we owe the fans a lot over here, so we've kind of got to concentrate on that a little bit.
Yeah. So
You know, a little
and
tour coming up as well. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also we're just back from Europe, so we're going to try and get there as soon as possible as well. Just go back out and see the fans again.
Wicked. And like, do you like having such close contact with fans on stuff like Twitter?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, I think it's great.
It's great. It makes, I think one of the things that they like about us is that we don't try and kind of act as like this big intimidating thing. We act quite like the kind of people that they go to school with. So I think, you know, the fact that we can kind of talk about the same things and actually just have a normal conversation, I think that's something that then would make them like us because they can relate to us and stuff.
Because
I
you're
think-
not putting on.
Yeah, it's
you're
not-
just being
yeah,
yourself.
we're not trying to.
Completely.
We're not trying to act like this big kind of character thing. It's just.
Well,
we're
it's
just-
this is who
we're
we
just-
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just normal
Because
people.
Zane, you're quite philosophical on Twitter. Like, I have noticed that. Are you
Yeah,
kind of like that then in real life?
Yeah, I tend to think quite philosophically. So I just try to get that out across on Twitter. But yeah, when I'm talking to fans and stuff, I do just like to be myself.
Zane actually has a motto for every single day. He makes up a new motto for every single day. I think that's amazing.
Do you really? Where do you get the mottos from?
It's the brain.
You've not got one of those calendars where it like turns over and you've got a new phrase for the day?
No, I haven't got one of them. Liam's
I
making
used to
the
have
whole
toilet
motto
paper,
thing
right?
up every day.
I was gonna say.
But I do like to tweet like.
We're
quite
deep,
philosophically.
mean.
When you have an epiphany, like you just let it all out. And what about when you're going on tour? I mean, do you think that you're going to get on each other's nerves, or?
Well, I think we spend every single day to each other anyway, so we already know what each other do really. So I don't think we'll ever really get on each other's nerves because we're kind of used to each other now. So I think we're just gonna have a good time on tour and just have a laugh.
I just lock myself in a room, stay away from them all.
Yeah.
Weird.
We won't ask what you're going to
There's
do
the
on your
quote.
own.
Alright, that's slightly inappropriate, but
This is.
I like the inappropriateness.
Well, you did say I'm going to lock myself in a room on my own, so
okay.
When
But-
is the watershed
Interesting.
these days?
That's what girls do.
yeah, we'll pick and choose that. I
Yeah.
reckon.
So now we know what you do when you lock yourself in a room with your own. Okay.
Mr.
What's that?
Schuster.
Me and Mr. Schuster.
I'm done.
Oh god. Anyway, right, we do sing. It's called Thought of the Day, and what we like to
There
do
you go.
is
Ooh.
we take
Well-
your song lyrics, what makes you beautiful, and you've got to basically I'm going to get one of you to deliver it as if it's like really kind of serious, kind of news, and you've just got to like say it into the camera as if it's like, you know,
That's
a news
funny.
bulletin. Who's up for doing that?
Like nobody else.
I'll give it a go. Yeah.
Cool. Do you know your lyrics or do you want a copy?
I think it's embarrassing if I have a copy, but
Just have a copy of
Have
it.
them for safety.
yeah, it looks like a news reader anyway.
Go on. There you go.
Yeah,
You don't have to do the whole song.
Do that.
So yeah,
Trying to
like,
think of a
if you
different
can, try and
voice
just
to
look
do.
straight into the lens and don't look down.
It's Biggie's on
As much as you can.
Do
Just
the
look
head
straight into the
secure.
lens. Which
Do the
camera?
head. You know the thing that it
This
is.
one.
You're
Yeah.
insecure.
If you do it to that camera right there.
There you have a special one. What makes you
Dennis
beautiful.
to just.
Okay, so if you go, if you maybe say today's thought of the day, and then
With Louis
launch
Tomlinson.
it.
With me, Louis Tomlinson.
Yeah. So that.
I'll do it all of us. Hello and welcome to today's thought of the day. I'm Louis Tomlinson, and here's my thought of today. You're insecure, I don't know what for. You're turning heads when you walk through the door. Don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is enough. Everyone else in the room can see it. It's everyone else but you. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know, And you don't know you're beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, what about? Okay, what's been your most? Like, do you guys all live together now?
We've just recently moved into new apartments in London.
Oh, cool.
I live on my own. Liam lives on his own. Zane lives on his own, and Harry and Louis live together. But we live in the same complex, so we live in within 50 metres, 100 metres of each other.
Yeah.
He's thinking
We live in the same village, yeah.
Louis trying to suss last you out for dinner.
Oh god.
I'm not really. Harry's joking. Harry really wants to take you out for dinner.
I don't
He used me as a cop out.
Because I have noticed like there's a bit of an older women thing going on with you guys.
With
With
Harry,
you and
really?
Caroline, and then
Right,
Rebecca Ferguson, 6 years older.
Ah!
What is your limit for how old you go?
I wouldn't go any older than my mum.
Yeah, I think the number. Yeah.
How old is your mum?
I'm more into girls my age, but that's just me.
Me too.
My 44 as of
Me
Friday.
too.
So you'd
Right.
go no higher than 44.
I don't think
I think he probably would.
No
I'm
higher,
scared
no,
that
no
I'm
higher
not.
than 40 for me.
I'm loving that it's so high, like it's into
It's
the
not high
40s.
for me.
Right. No.
I think while you're young, enjoy young people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more stamina, energy.
6 years. 6 years is not a big difference.
No, that's not that big, but 14, hello.
Deal with it. That was a perfect deal with it, man. Deal with it.
Do any of you have like little phrases that you say like deal with it? Does anyone have little catchphrases?
Deal with
that they
it.
always say?
Deal with it and
Loads.
don't go on about it.
Mental, don't worry about it.
Chill.
Cheeseburgers and jelly babies.
Oh god.
Oh no.
What,
If you
explain that.
broadcast that,
What
We'll have
is
to
the
have
significance
words.
of that?
I know when I find something awkward, I just say it.
So if it's really
It's a little
awkward,
bit like this.
cheeseburgers and
can we just have a nice clean soundbite of you giving us that phrase?
Nah, it's alright. No, I'm too embarrassed.
But on another note,
Jubas.
Deal with it.
yeah.
Harry's number is. I know. You might.
Have you ever actually like? Has anyone actually caught your eye, like a fan on Twitter? Like, would you actually like contact them back and pursue it?
I don't know if through Twitter. Maybe a bit.
Zane?
Sorry, what was the question?
You're not listening, are you?
No, I'm joking.
No, if like say a fan, a girl or whatever, was like
Ha-
tapping you up on Twitter,
Harry
would
normally
you
says this
pursue
all
her?
the time, but I'll say it for Harry. Like, I don't think you should ever, you know, I don't think you should ever pursue anyone or like basically like date someone based on whether or not they're a fan. Like, if they're a fan, then it's cool. But
It wouldn't stop me if they're.
no, it wouldn't stop me if they're a fan. No, if they find someone attractive, I'd let them know.
Okay, yeah, I guess you don't have to stick to fans only, but I guess they're the people that you're pretty much mostly coming into contact with, I guess.
Yeah, on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
On Twitter,
Yeah.
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 And like, do you get much downtime, or are you just like
Last
blocked
question.
out all the time?
Oh.
Well, actually, we've just
Literally,
come back off.
well,
We've just come back off a few days off actually, which is really nice because I kind of went home and just like, kind of just went back to places where you used to be before all this started a little bit. So it's quite nice. But we don't really get that much time off all the time. Every so often we get a little bit
But
of
when
time
we
off.
do, it's lovely.
Yeah, really nice.
Do you just literally just chill, like do normal things, like?
Yeah. Go home, sleep,
Relax.
go around and see everyone that you missed.
Mm.
And that's it. Really.
Do you find when you go back that it's actually sometimes a little bit more stressful than relaxing?
Yeah, 'cause you have to kind of-
see everyone.
The thing is, we have a day-to-day schedule. When you get home, you have to make your own schedule of how you're going to do things. I've got to see so-and-so now, then go there, then go here. Then it's just every day is full. Like I literally was never at home. I was just out here,
I
there,
usually
everywhere, seeing everyone.
Come back more tired than I was when I got home because
Yeah.
I spent the whole time rushing around trying to see everyone that I haven't seen for ages.
Yeah. That's sweet. Well, listen, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's really good. Well, really lovely to talk to you. So
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.